Hey guys, it's Eddie here. I just wanted to share a little bit what's been on my mind today as I've been watching the news and I've been just reading articles today about things that are going on in our world today, in our country today. I just read today that there are other businesses who are going forth with the same policy, bathroom policy that Target had just went through, and there's a lot of other businesses who are coming out and supporting Target. And it's just a shame that the country that we're living in is starting to go straight to hell, basically. We basically have not just this bathroom policy crap going on in America, but we have racism at the highest it's ever been in our country. We have churches who are fighting against each other, denominations that are fighting against each other and trying to be better than each other. We have an economy that is crashing, that is going down here. We have politicians who are saying one thing and doing something completely different. We have our rights as Americans being stripped away left and right. It's time that we as Americans and we as Christians stand up and take the stand against the fights that are going on in our country, not just sit back in our little pews in our little churches and just let it all happen and be silent. No, the Word of God has called us to step up, step out, call out things that are wrong in our country and show the love of Christ to people and take back our country that was founded on the Christian Judeo-Christian values and Christian faith that our country was based on. We left, when we first founded America, we left a country because we didn't want to be ruled by a government anymore. We left. We came to America seeking freedom of religion, freedom of just having our own freedoms that wasn't controlled by a government. So I think it's time that we as Christians and we as Americans stand up and take back the things that are going crazy in this country and stand up and actually be a voice of what's going on and not allow these sinful behaviors to keep going, because we are living in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, the same thing that was going on in the Bible before Jesus was around and God punished the nations that they were going through sin. We are living in the same times right now where people are turning away from God and we're focusing on the sins of the world and we're not focusing on the Word of God. Basically I just want to say this. I'm going to say it's time that Christians stand up and fight. No more sitting back and just letting things slide or letting one to 10 big name Christian leaders say something. It's time that every Christian person, if you call yourself a Christian, to stand up and to fight. And if you don't do that, you're not a Christian. You do not stand on the words of God if you are sitting back silent and letting these things all go to hell, basically. So my main message is this. We need to rise up, we need to fight, and we need to take back America. That's what I got. I challenge you to share this if you want to and help us let's get the message out there that it's time America stands up and fights, and that we don't let a minority of people affect the whole population of our country, who are majority of us are Christians. We need to speak up, speak out, and see when we do, things are going to start going back. We're going to start seeing God back in our country, and things are going to start becoming better again. But until the Christians rise up and say something, nothing's going to happen. We can't just sit back and keep saying we're going to do it and not do it. So what's my challenge for you today is take up, stand up, and fight for the things in your community that are not right, the things in your state that are not right, and just rise up and fight. That's all I got to tell you guys. Hope it encourages you to stand up, fight, take back our country. God bless.